Okay. Are we working? Are we working? Are we working? Yes, we are. That's good. Whoa! Hello everyone. Welcome back to the Being Encrypted bcsmp, my absolute beloved. Got a few plans tonight, but before we get started, I just wanted to answer the questions in the chat. The difference between an in-character Seaboog drama. So if I could explain the difference between a regular in-character stream and a lore stream. Well, here's the thing. There is technically no difference. In the sense of, to be fair though, lore streams tend to be a little more planned. We don't do much planning over here at Being.Cryptids, but sometimes, we have ideas and we'll run them through and that sort of thing. But just in-character streams tend to be just hanging out in character, but for the most part, in character and lore are basically the same thing. Just, because a lot of the time when we're doing in-character stuff, we're doing, lore, plot. Hello everyone in the chat tonight. I see a Chaotic Pixels, a Seaboog Drama 9, and to the other person who is lurking, we're still glad to have you too. The sun is going down, so I am going to get some sleep before I start running my errands for the day. Yeah, let's... that makes sense. They are a lurk. Not psychopath is a lurker if I ever seen one. We are going to grab some sleep, and then when we wake up it is lore time. So... I've realised that it's actually been a while since I came back to the community garden. I should do some work on it at some point. I've been busy with other projects, but I do also need to check my mailbox, because I had some deliveries coming in that I needed. Oh, there's a sign. What's it say? It's been under construction for ages. Get better. The absolute audacity. I'll bet Best taught him that. Two new messages. I was expecting one. Oh, I need this. This is my Novaros visitor card. I need to talk to Bess. But they've got this new system of tickets and gates and concerning stuff. But we've got a book from Reginald. Let's read this. V. My efforts into my previous research have been put on hold as something was picked up on one of my sensors. Something is going to be changing soon within our world, and I am not sure what. The most recent change occurred within the dimension you call the Nether. Before the change, or shift, if you will, it was a wasteland. Now it's a thriving ecosystem. However, the old Nether still exists. The Nether waste regions of the dimension are reminiscent of the times before the shift. Other records show that similar shifts occurred, such as bees and honey being shifted into our universe not long before the Nether was altered. Other notable shifts include oceans becoming more vibrant, the world becoming more diverse, and even the way we view events. I have many theories about what is causing this, but have none for what this upcoming shift may bring. My working theory is that our universe is colliding, or joining, or even simply bumping into another, like one bubble attaching to another before departing on its own. I have very little evidence either way. No point rambling about things that may or may not. But know this, our world will change soon. It could be seamless, it could not. Either way, be prepared. Reginald. Well, that's weird. I suppose I should write him back. That's weird. I should. It concerns me. Let me just reset this. Oh yeah, I've got some upgrades. fully got full proper netherite. Finally updated the blade. Need to go to the ham slapper and fill it up. These mailbox. Box. 0 new messages. Yes. Empty book. Okay. Good God, my viewers have shot up. Well, Reginald, let me simply... It's good to hear from you, even if the news is mildly concerning. As for changes of the world, well, this is weird. Whilst I can't say I haven't noticed them, I have not been paying them full mind. Assumed this sort of thing was in fact very normal. Natural shifting of our server, considering its relative youth. Yeah, the mail is Bok. I can't spell. That is rain. I thought there was a creeper behind me and I was about to lose my shit. Still, you may have a point. I'm not a person of science like yourself, so I trust your judgment when it comes to this sort of shifting. Shiftiness. I can spell that with an I. That's a word. That's definitely a word. If it's not, I've invented it. And as for upcoming changes, well, I mean, whatever it is, I find it hard to, I suppose, distrust it. I mean, a lot, if not all, the shifts, as you call them, we've had before have had positive impacts. We should hold out hope that this will be the same, right? Let me put some brackets in there. Let me put some parentheses. We should hold out that this will be the same, right? Panic right now is certainly not what we need at all. Of course, I know you've never really been the type for panic. Yeah, mailbox, shiftiness, and creeper rain, the 3 genders. Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss, but make it mailbox, shiftiness, creeper rain. As long as I have known. Even saying that, I would ask that you keep me posted on the situation. It means a lot. You trust me enough to inform me of this anyway. And whilst there is rather a lot on my own plate at the moment, if you need assistance in urgent research, well, you know who to come to. Me. The fucking squid. Get out of my lawn, squid. You've just phased through the wall. No, go away. Get out. Right, I'm gonna kill him. Come here, you. There we go. As I was saying before I was so rudely and callously interrupted, I'll do my best to be prepared, though. If the neighbour's dog could not bark really loudly whilst I have my window open because it's 24 degrees Celsius. Shh, no, be quiet, please. I'm live. Wall squid, the fourth gender. Oh my god, Seaboob, you're a genius. Oh, how to prepare for this, especially if we don't know exactly what it is. We've never been able to prepare for a shift before, so I don't know if we can or should for this. That's just the musings of someone who's literally never taken a single science class officially. Regards, E. P.S. Please write to me more, if you are obliged, because it was very nice to hear from you. Yeah, sign. Oh god, that was an alert. Musings. We'll call it musings. Where I'm gonna need a chest. Because I don't think Reginald has a solid mailbox, because unlike some of us, who even if they don't have a quote-unquote home location, still have a mailbox so people can reach us, apparently the postal system hasn't caught on yet. Is this empty? It's not, is it? I can't get into it. I love lag. I love lag on this wonderful server. Just stow that. Interesting things are happening in Novros, apparently. Which reminds me, I really do need to pay a visit to them. I need to talk to Bess. Ever since Detonation Day, I've just been thinking about what she said. First of all, didn't realise Bess has horns. I don't know where that came from. That certainly wasn't a thing in Coffee Pot, at least not that I noticed, but I was quite... Why can't I get in any of my chests? Can I get in the... I can get in the crafting table. Well, I guess I'm going to make a new one. The point is... Ow. I don't know how new the horns are, but I definitely didn't know that Bess knew my mother. I didn't know my mother. Ow. Oh. So... there has to be some sort of past I don't know about, right? And I know so little about my past. Well, I know everything about my past, but I don't know. I know so little about my family, so I guess I have to go demand answers. Well, not demand, this is Bess we're talking about. If I go demanding answers, I'm gonna get shot? The answer is probably shot. Shouldn't linger around McDonald's for too long. I don't know if Carter's in. Anyway, there's so many crafting tables. This is going to be very easy. Let me just grab a chest. Oh, I should ping Bess a message. No. just to make sure she's not, busy in the middle of something, in the middle of, whatever it is they do over there. People in Novros. Yeah, no, we gotta be inclusive here. Bess might stab me instead of shooting me. Gotta account for all the options here. To be fair, I'm kind of cracked with my armour. Yes, I'm anxious about the fact that my axe is halfway broken, but it is also netherite and has mending on it, so I can fill it up soon. Ooh, restock, missions available. Should have got a sign. Oh, that's the wrong book. Do I have time to go make a sign? Well, to be fair, part of this armour is really good. 2 pieces of this armour could be better because I had to re-enchant them. If they shot a sword, I don't think... Right, Seaboog, I'm not a expert on crossbows, but I don't think you can shoot swords. Let me just check something. I'm definitely not Googling if you can shoot swords. Yeah, if I feel like if you could shoot a sword at someone with a crossbow, Bess would, but I don't know if she's that dramatic. Yeah, it is very powerful. Sorry guys, just sorting something. I'm gonna need a boat, and even if I get over to Novros and they turn me away, I'll go visit Crisp. That'd be nice. I'll go visit Crisp. Love Crisp. Wonderful frog. Boat. There's sand in there. I don't know why there's sand in there. Don't worry, I have a ticket. Let's start that wonderful, wonderful, very long journey across the ocean. I was about to say, why did they have to build it so far now, right? I know exactly why she had to build it so far away, because there was the dictator who lived in that hill over there. Oh, she's texting me back. should probably wait. Okay. Right. We are off. We are off on our merry jaunts. How is everyone tonight? How are we feeling? Yeah, I'm actually feeling good. But yeah, no, I hope everyone is having a good evening, and I hope, if not, you got some lore. Maybe it'll cheer you up. Maybe this will be heartbreaking. Do I know? Not entirely. Anyway, but yeah. I need to talk to Beth. I need answers. I would like to know about my mum. It's been 15 years. I don't even really remember what she looks like. But I do remember her just a bit, so... Lighthouse. We halfway there, boys. We livin' on a prayer. But if Bess knows... I still don't know how Bess knows things. I want to know. You know, I'm not, the most curious person about. That probably goes to that novelist. The novelist weirds me out. I'll be honest. Rilara is so... Who's that towards? Have I been spotted? I don't know. I'm not even doing anything. Who the fuck said, fancy seeing you here? Was it direct? I've gone the wrong way. The docks are over here. Right. It's all raining and night time. Bit naff. Parking. What the hell happened to the... Oh god, hang on. Park straight. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. There we go. What the hell happened to over here? Oh my god. Are those flowers in Novaros? Is Bess having a midlife crisis? Has Bess hit full-on crisis of the middle... Well, do we have a middle of the life when we're technically immortal? I don't know if I've aged. My point is, crisis, is Bess having one? And if so, where the shitting hell did she get all these flowers? I'm so glad I don't have hay fever. If anyone did have intense hay fever, this would really suck. There's a spider over there, let's keep moving. I'm not afraid of mobs, I just... Is Crispy even in? Is Crispy even in? I suppose just swinging by wouldn't... No. Well. Ow. Whoever done these flowers didn't sit around my tree. That's very sweet, at least. My point is, I'm definitely getting lost. Not lost. I know exactly where I am. I'm so sick at navigating. If you ignore the fact that before there was a docks, it would always take me half an hour to get to Novaros, because I cannot, in fact... Oh, I cannot, in fact, sail in a straight line. Hello!
There?
Hi, I have a ticket.
On the front, I'll come down.
So what's with all this Oh, you've got a new door.
Well, as Reginald said, and as we were planning, best to up security.
It's very cobbly.
Well, you know the style around here?
Yeah, cobble. Ah, it stopped for a second there. I'm just running a bit slow today.
Well, don't worry, there's a number of people in the area.
You
At
don't
least it
need
works.
more grease. There's two. That's an armor stand. Please get your correct. Is this? Do I need to do a thing? Can I just go through the door? What's the book?
If you throw it down,
Oh.
then...
Hello. Hello, Ticket Dragon. Oh, the orange carpet. Sorry, I thought I had to give it to you. It's gone? The ticket is gone. Either you picked it up or it's in the floor? No, it's not. I can't see it. Oh, it's appeared. Well, we're having a weird day today then. You can see. I'm only going through because I don't know how long the door will be open for, but
Greg, you keep a hold of that.
Hi.
Well?
Hi. I wanted to talk
Of course.
in private, preferably. It's
Sure.
important.
I'll see if I can think of somewhere.
Well, if you even if you do always hear Greg, then I would like to be under the illusion that you don't.
Hmm. Tower, maybe?
Sure.
A vantage point?
A very comically shaped vantage point.
It's practical.
Mm. First things first. Definitely completely unrelated to what I want to talk about today. Have you been seed bombed, or are you having a midlife crisis?
When I tell you that I have about as much clue about this as you do, I wish I was joking.
Oh! Well,
I walk across my battlements, I look out, and I see flowers.
well, that's an interesting development.
I mean,
That is
I
an
will
interesting
admit
development.
I'll admit I have a fairly decent idea about potentially who did it. And trust me, I will be, well, taking care of it at some point.
That's ominous.
The flowers.
We need to talk. Like, proper talk. Because it's been months since Detonation Day, right?
Yes.
But I can't stop thinking about what you said. You claim to know my mother.
Claim makes it sound like you don't believe me.
Well, to be fair, last time I trusted someone blindly. When was the last time I trusted someone blindly and it went badly? Probably the time I got thrown in a jail.
That'll be one of them.
Yeah, that'll be one of them. There were several. There were definitely several. So my point is, it's not that I don't want to believe you, because I kind of do. But at the same time, I don't have any proof.
Well, for one, if I was lying, then what need would I have had to tell you in the first place?
Throw me off my rhythm. You're very good at that.
Yes, and ergo, I wouldn't need to dig into your family life, which I may know nothing of, I do that. If I was going to dig into you, I would do something from here. Something that I know you know.
Well, ominous.
Secondly, wait here.
Okay. You better not be getting a crossbow that shoots swords.
It's me, I won't.
Good.
If I had known how to make that, you'd know about it.
Yeah, I don't know if they exist, but the fireflies were talking to me, so I don't know.
Fireflies?
Don't worry about it, don't worry about it. I shall be waiting here.
Give me a moment.
Me?
Well, I think by me.
I mean, sure, if you're offering. I wouldn't say I'm particularly thirsty, but the desert is very dry. But if it's not a hassle, I'll take a drink. But if it is a hassle, don't worry about it. I have 16 entire roast chickens in my pocket. All this running around makes you hungry. Thank you. Mmm. Buckets. The crunchiest of water receptacles.
We have a kitchen. You know what, it's fine. It's like, what did you say about crunchy water receptacles?
I've been offered a drink. It's an entire bucket. That's fine.
Understandable.
Anyway, we were talking about... Where did you go? What have you got?
This.
Is that a sweater?
Yeah, just one of the few things I have left. You might as well have it. It's not exactly my color. Like I'd wear it in the first place.
I'll put this on. Hang on. Please load skins. I'm begging you. Yeah, not even a water bottle. A water bucket. Yeah. Let me just... Well, that's... Oh god, it smells like the house.
Oh. It fits.
Yeah, fits. Oh. Guess I'll have to take you at your word then.
Yeah.
So you knew my mother?
That's one way of putting it.
The implications of that sentence confuse me.
New is probably an understatement. Knew well is a better way of putting it.
God, I've got so many... I mean, I'm going to ask, but I've got so many
Yeah, I
questions.
can't stop you at this point.
No, How did you know her?
Old friends. Not necessarily growing up together, but met each other one way along the line. I'd be surprised to know we got on.
Really?
Hmm.
Guess you could call that fire and ice.
Well, back then it might have been a little different, but the fire is certainly right.
What was she like? I really don't remember much. I was 4.
Well, like you. No, it's just hold on. I see, Greg. He, he goes quickly. Anyway, element like you, which, all things considered, is probably better than it is not. Right, fiery, well, dragged me around most places. Not that I minded back then.
You allowing yourself to be dragged around places?
You'd be surprised.
I am surprised. You were a softie, weren't you?
I wouldn't put it like that.
No, I am
Was-
very aware of the fact that I have taken all of my armour off, so I'm not going to antagonise you.
Slightly more willing to go with the flow, as you could put it. Which I wouldn't say I look back on and regret, but certainly not the. He's got the cats. Certainly not a. What's it called? A mantra that I'd follow these days.
So, you and her were friends?
Friends.
Pardon?
I can say that now, but
Right, before I get too into this, other obvious question. I don't know anything about my dad. Did you know?
oh, piece of shit! You don't need to.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I'll take that.
I've seen. Well, we've both seen someone that reminded me of him, and trust me, they both went out not the same way, but they both went out, and it was for the best.
Oh. Ugh. If you're talking about who I gather you're talking about, my mother had shit taste.
Oh, unbelievably. Some things.
Yeah, well, she was
Some
your
things
friend,
she's
so-
get, other things she would not. Slightly more easier to believe I was the rational one.
No, chat, the president was not V's dad.
I'm not sure if you're who you're talking to, but if he
Shit,
was,
I didn't mute
then
myself.
I would have shot him on the first day.
That's fair enough. Arguably would have been better if you had.
Well, hindsight is quite something.
Hindsight is, as they say, 2020. God, I've had so many questions for 15 years. And now I can ask them, but I don't know where to start.
Start somewhere.
So, hang on, I'm trying to do the math here. Because I'm 19, and you're what? If I
Don't.
assume I'm gonna get stabbed. I'm not. I don't. Please put the sword away.
I'm here to talk about your mother.
Okay. Well. Okay. 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 I'm assuming you and my mother were a similar age. I'm doubting you're 25 because that has concerning implications.
I'm a little older than that, but well, I was the older of the two of us. It probably showed.
Well, I mean, if she was anything like me, that's fair.
She was about your age or so,
Oh.
and you came along.
Gonna guess I wasn't intentional then. That sounds fair enough, honestly. Looking at my life, most of it has been an accident.
Well, intentional, no, but never hesitated. Second you came around, she just accepted it. Like it was something meant to be.
This is gonna sound stupid, but do you reckon she loved me?
As I said, without hesitation. Never. Well, it's like it had been there all along and it just never stopped.
Yeah, that sounds like her.
Mm.
God, I mean, like, what did you get up to? I can't exactly see you two being the type to just sit around and. Good God.
Wait. Oh, Greg.
Um.
Sorry, yes, I just does that and he keeps. I'd say I don't know how he survives throwing himself off the walls, but most of the time he doesn't.
Oh, good God. Um. Sorry, you were saying like.
It's fine. We we traveled mostly, explored, looked around, noted stuff down. Probably too long to explain in detail, but we did our rounds of the world, different places, different lands. This server is probably just one of so many.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen a handful in my time. Where do you think I was for 15 years? Hang on. Wait.
We probably circled around to a new one
Yeah.
every other week, maybe. Well,
Oh, wow.
came, did what we needed to do, and then moved on our way. Always something new. We didn't really aren't one for settling.
Well, not like him round at least. I remember the house.
I'll give her that. It was nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it must have been. You keep saying. I feel like I'm missing something here, right? Because you keep saying she was fiery, and I assume you mean that as an adjective in the emotional sense, but you've also given me this sweater that was hers, that's.
Got a theme. Let's say that. We both have.
Yeah, I was about to say, I guess that runs in the family.
I wouldn't say it's coincidental.
How do you mean?
I'll be honest with you. That is something that would take far, far longer to explain. Yeah, and I'll be a little more honest. I'm a faith that you'll figure it out on your own.
I seem to be doing a lot of that these days, figuring it out on my own.
Well, you're not over the edge yet, so I'd say you're doing all right.
Well, I'm certainly still alive, but that's not really an achievement here, is it? Considering the amount of times I've died.
You keep coming back, though.
Yeah, no, that's always handy. Mostly. On the subject of which, sorry, this is probably stupid and sensitive to ask, but like, what happened to my
House
mum?
fire.
House fire. God, that's.
Just was going about my day, and I got a call, and I went as fast as I could, but I couldn't do anything.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault. I mean, the house was
So,
on fire. No idea how I survived that. Must have been an absolutely cracked toddler, but she probably wouldn't have wanted you to risk everything to save her.
surprisingly enough, I think it might have been just her that day. One of the rare occasions where you were out and he wasn't around, and I don't know if they were ever able to trace the cause back. It was like she just combusted.
Oh, that also runs in the family then, doesn't it?
Hopefully, not literally this time.
Yeah, I don't plan on bursting into flames. That would be a bad
I don't.
plan.
Currently, I don't think you'd have reason to.
That that that's ominous. You're
Well,
ominous. I don't mean that in an insulting way. You just
no, I understand. It's just only so much sometimes that you can live out.
this is unrelated, so we can get back on topic if you need. But I can see Greg. What's with the horns? Has that always been a thing? Am I just really blind?
No, not exactly. They seem to just weld into the helmet. Which you think it'd be harder to get the helmet on with them, but seems a perfect fit. I don't know, probably just something I picked up somewhere. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Like a disease?
I wouldn't go so far as to call it that.
Well, I don't think the horns are contagious.
I mean, it's probably. I'm not sure.
Guess this is just a place where weird shit happens.
You can say that twice.
I'm confused then. I mean, our house burned, my mum died, but I mean, my dad was still alive, for better or worse, and
Worse.
worse fair, and not to presume, but you were still around, so how come a 4-year-old wandered into the woods unattended and no one paid that any mind?
I mean, father might have been around, but I don't. Well, might have been alive, but I don't know if around is quite the word to use. As I said, he would have shot him through the throat if I could find him.
Father figures who don't give a shit about me. Awesome.
And I mean, you wandered off. I didn't have much clue of where you'd gone, and to be frank, if I had, I probably wouldn't have made much use.
I mean, so hypothetically, not hypothetically speaking, but nowadays you have this place, you have everyone who lives here, and you have Greg. You keep a very close eye on Greg.
Well, it's like a puppy, you know?
I mean, I'd say less
Don't
than
want
a
them
puppy.
running
I'd
off
say
cliffs.
anyone would be within their rights to say you basically treat him like a son.
He's not my son.
I know he's not your son. He's a dragon. And I know you've got this weird horn shit going on, but I don't think you're a dragon. But
I can say safely that I'm not. He's not a son. He's not like a son. He is
dead.
Yep.
I know, he's simply Greg, but the point is, you've taken very good care of him, and you say you wouldn't have been much use, but you could have been there.
I would have made things worse.
You would have made things for better or for worse. I raised myself for 15 years. Look how that turned out.
And you're still alive.
After 6 deaths. If this was, I don't know what the hell is wrong with this place, but if this was anywhere else, I would be long dead. I would have died in coffee pot. Yeah, maybe you would have been shit, but you could have been there. Ow!
Sorry.
I think I fixed it out. I've got torches in my inventory. Genuinely thought you slapped me.
That bit's not canon.
Not canon, boys, not canon. No, but
I would not have done you any good.
I don't think she would have thought that.
She was gone, wasn't she?
Yeah. And then so was I.
And that's just how things ended up.
Yeah, I guess. You were too far away when she needed you, and then when I needed you, you were nowhere to be found either. I'm sorry. Maybe you would have been shit, but we would have figured it out. You could have been there, you could have... I don't know, it never seemed like you... I fooled myself in Coffee Pot. It never really seemed like you cared about me more than keeping me alive. I mean, you certainly didn't ever tell me about this place until we killed a country, and then suddenly you're gone and I'm picking up the pieces of myself. But I think you're right in the sense of you wouldn't have been icy back then. You're just cold now. You care about this place. You care about yourself. Am I too much like her?
Well,
Is that the problem? Do I just remind you of a dead person?
um,
Good God.
I mean, I don't quite think that matters now.
I mean, no, it is too late. It is
She's gone. You have your own home.
fucking barely. And do I have my own home?
I'm sure you do somewhere.
Things could have been so much different though. We would have. It might have been shit. You might have been shit, but you'd have figured it out. You figured it out with Greg. I know he's not your son, but
Greg takes care of himself.
evidently not. He died 5 minutes ago.
Well, that's his way of doing it. You've died 6 times.
Yeah. And you haven't died. Not that I can think of.
Oh, you're right about that one.
Could have been shit, but you could have been there. Things would have been so much different. Things would have been so much different. Because if I hadn't wandered
Well,
off,
I think
I'd never have come here. I'd have never met Carter. Might have been shit, but I'd have had a childhood instead of a really long walk.
well, can't change anything now, can I? Come on, it's getting late.
I see what you're doing.
Greg,
You're a coward. Thank you, Greg. You won't own up to your mistakes. You won't do anything to fix them now. You couldn't save her. You didn't save me. You protected yourself for the past however long we've been here. And now when I'm confronting you with this harsh truth, you're kicking me out. You're a coward, Bess.
get out.
What?
I said, you heard me. I might be a coward, but I haven't died. I'm safe.
Yeah, and at least, and you know, several of those, I mean, you could have saved me the first time I died, to be fair. You did kind of just stand there. You did kind of just stand there and let me burn, arguably. Thank you for the answers, and thank you for letting me visit. You probably won't be seeing much of me for a bit. I've got some things to work on myself.
I hope they go well.
Good luck with the fancy country and the big walls and the... I hope you're happy with yourself. Genuinely. I hope you're happy, and I hope you think this is what she would have wanted for you, and for me.
Well, she can't say shit now, can she?
Can't fucking believe this. Bye, Greg. Fuck this. Fuck this, are you kidding me? Some fucking way to pay back your best friend when they die. Let their kid walk out into the woods and just leave. She says she would have been shit, but she's not shit. She says Greg isn't like a son. That's a blatant mistruth. I'm not jealous of Greg. I'm not. He's a sweet dragon. I mean, he deserves everything, but I think maybe I've come to accept that maybe I deserved a little better too. Maybe I deserved not a new start, but I deserved a start at all. Something better than this. I shouldn't have asked for answers. I mean, there was never going to be any stopping me. 15 years of wandering and hoping and that sort of shit. And look where it's gotten me. Running my mouth again. But frankly, for this time, for good reason. But still. Bess clearly isn't happy with me. From a technical standpoint, there's still whatever's going on with the church, and that makes this effectively the, I've just lost a powerful ally if anything happens, but I don't know, I think Bess, frankly, I think Bess owes me apologies, which is too much of a coward to realise that. Maybe it was harsh, right? You know, your best friend's died, you don't want to suddenly raise their kid. That's fair, that's fine, but she could have, I don't know, maybe that place could have had like an orphanage or something. Maybe it could have been something more than, oh, kids left, oh, what a shame, oh no, oh, we can't even try and follow them, can we? Oh, no one ever tries. No one ever tries for me. Crispy's the only one who's tried for me in so long. Am I that easy to give up on? I know I'm not always, you know, the most rational person, or the... Yeah, I'm really just quite a rational person, but at least I don't give up on people. I don't give up on people. To a fault. I didn't give up on Carter. Look where that got me. Hell, I'm allies with Meg. I hate this. I hate constantly not knowing, and then when I do know, it's worse. And I wish she wasn't dead. It's probably pretty obvious, but I wish she wasn't dead. If my mum was alive, none of this would have happened. None of this would have happened. Coffee pot would have never happened. Half, you know, maybe even this server wouldn't have happened, because half the people who were there first wouldn't have been there. I'd be, what, starting my own adult life just about now, figuring things out. Maybe Bess and my mum would still be travelling, doing whatever it is they do. And there's clearly something else going on here. Information that I'm now never going to get, because I'm an idiot who doesn't know how to control when I'm angry, but frankly, I think I have a right to be angry. I'm never going to get that sort of information out of Bess. God fucking damn it. I don't know why I've come back here. Guess it's familiar. A wreck, but familiar. Guess that's just, my life. I'm tired, you guys. I'm real tired. I guess I gotta keep working on going home. I'm not taking the sweater off, by the way. Bess might be being a bitch, but this is my sweater now, and I've forgotten what home smelled like. It's probably just me wanting to believe that, because it won't have kept the smell after 15 years. It's definitely placebo, but it... At least it didn't burn. That's something. At least something in this family didn't burn. Fire. Keeps being a recurring theme, doesn't it? Fire keeps being a recurring theme in my life. I shouldn't set things on. That's not good. But just a tree, just a bit of controlled burning. If it's a recurring theme, then maybe I'll just have to lean into it. If it's all I'm good for, then at least it's interesting. At least fire isn't gonna abandon me. God, imagine how sad that would be, abandoned by a... whatever the hell fire is. I don't know, I didn't take a science class, I'm not educated. I taught myself everything. I'm so lonely, you guys. I mean, I have crisp noun, arguably stage, but Bess clearly wants to put everything behind her, which is fair. Or is it? I don't know what fair is at this point, but the point is, I seem to shoulder every sort of legacy that this stupid server has. I hate it here. I don't. Do I? Well, it's complicated, but nothing ever gets to be simple, does it? Nothing in my life. Nothing in my life is ever simple. Hasn't been. Especially not since my mom died. Oh, I'm just tired. Yeah, that's it. Tired and burned out. Tired and burnt out and angry. Yeah. What it's gonna look like is a kid throwing a hissy fit, even though I'm not a kid, I'm 19 years old. But, you know, people don't... It's not funny that people don't care, but it's odd how... I mean, I don't really learn what's, like, quote-unquote, a normal, you know, around these parts. I did never learn that. Never had... The fuck is there a poisonous... Hang on. Where the fuck is that poisonous potato in my shitting letterbox? At the end of the day, all anyone ever seems to think I am is good for nothing. Bit of a burden, maybe, you know, just inconvenient. Getting rid of a major flint supply. A reminder of a dead best friend. An older sibling who was never good enough. A friend afraid of their friend's religion. Not a scientist. Not a farmer. Not a business person. Just V. Just V Price. VP. Like those initials is all I'll ever amount to. Those initials and all the weight they hold as my name and as the title that they used to be. I hated Coffee Pot. Like, that's pretty obvious. It was traumatic and awful and everything was awful, but at least I had a purpose in... Coffee Pot. Right? I mean, the president was awful, but at least he faked caring about me, which is real sad when you put it into perspective, but at least I had someone telling me what to do all the time. Right, I had my place in the world and I knew where it was. I hate to admit it, but I'm lost. I am lost. I don't know what I'm up to. I don't know where I'm going or who I'm supposed to be. But just V, who can't keep themselves alive for more than a month. I don't have many friends at all. The only weight I seem to hold is as a piece of history. Maybe that's how people will want to remember me. Maybe I'll be forgotten and it'll all go away. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Bit of quiet.
Wait a second.
Jesus Christ!
Yo, wait a second.
What? What do you want?
Hey, first of all, I didn't realize anybody else was out and about. Jesus, kind of scared me for a second. Yeah, I just got back from a trip, so I was just...
Oh, funny, so did I.
Really? Where were you? You don't have time if you don't want to.
Noveros.
Wait, really?
Yes, really.
That's where I was. Well, kind of. I was in the Oasis.
Oh. Oh, with,
yeah. I don't know if you saw it. I don't know if you saw those flowers. Me and Crispy.
Was that you? Oh my god.
Yeah. So Crispy mentioned that they really liked seeing flowers when they came over here last, and so I found a flower field and I
Not
stayed
to
up
be crass,
for,
but there might be a warrant out for your arrest. Not arrest. I don't think Bess is that mad.
Huh?
Just don't worry about it. Bess just... You'll be
just
hearing
wanted to
about
make
it.
the frog more.
It's fine. Keeping the frog happy is all I care about. Who gives a fuck what Bess thinks,
Yeah.
eh?
Right. Yeah, I just wanted to make Crispy stay, and Crispy seemed really happy.
Yeah,
I told
good.
him I worked on it for like an hour or two. I worked through the night, but I didn't tell them that. I didn't want them to feel bad. So it was
That's
just,
fine. Sleepless nights aren't too bad here. God knows I've had times where I just don't bring my clock on me. I get to work in. I look up. I count, and it's been maybe 3 weeks without sleeping was my record.
we
Hmm?
just 3 without sleeping.
3 weeks. Maybe longer. It was probably longer. It's really hard to tell how long you haven't slept for. Where did you go?
I couldn't climb up the mountain. I kept falling.
You'll pick it up quick enough.
My hands are strong from flower picking, but my legs are weak.
I wouldn't call myself particularly strong. I just know these routes better than arguably anyone else. I've spent the most time here.
You did say you've been here since the beginning.
Since the beginning, yep. Lived through all of the history. Lived is a strong word.
I'm gonna try to collect some of this stuff for you, by the way, in case it drops.
Have you ever died before?
Like a sheep? Or do you mean like die as in like death?
Death.
The spelling is important for this. We're in a sheep pen, so I have to...
That's an incredibly personal question. I'm sorry.
It's cool. I've died sheep before, if you mean that type of dying.
No, I mean like, just like straight up conked it.
Can't say I have, no. I also got a nice new suit. You can see I've been getting myself busy.
Oh, you found a... Will you step out
Yeah,
a second?
Yeah, so here. I decided I wanted to dress up because I wanted to give Crispy a little tour of quote unquote the new oasis. I didn't pack much when I was coming here. This is one of the few things I packed. I don't know why. Because I packed stuff because I was going camping. It was going to be great. That's why I was like wandering around. And I'd never been camping. I was told it was fun. I thought maybe I could like meet other people and impress them. Like, oh, look at them. Like, they look cool and they're dressed nice and they're surviving the wilderness. Because I'd never been camping. I didn't understand.
Don't wear a suit to go camping.
Yeah, I was that person. I think I kind of deserved to get stuck in.
No one deserves to be stuck in this hole.
That mood. It's like, but the fact that that person, I'm learning a lot in my time here from survivalist stuff.
I mean, I guess you could call... Technically, I'm probably the biggest expert on survivalism there is. I've been doing it since I was 4.
Rule number 1 is don't wear a suit to go camping.
Don't wear a suit to go camp. Could you put your armor back on? Thank you.
Yeah, because I realized that like I didn't want it to get too wet in the rain.
Yeah. You don't want the... You don't want the suits getting wet.
Yeah, I didn't want it getting wet. Because if you wear a suit to go camping, it will get wet. That was something I also didn't consider.
Yeah, I know. I know a thing or two about suit maintenance.
You do?
Yeah.
That's really cool. Where did you learn that?
I was a vice president.
Oh, yeah, you guys probably had... I think you told me that. Like, you guys probably had to wear, like, all these, like, fancy suits all
I don't want to talk about it. I've had a very... Sorry, I don't mean to be sharp with you. I've had a very long
Okay.
day.
Do you want to talk about it?
No, I don't want to. I'll maybe. Just found out that my life could have been way different.
Way.
What? Sorry, I couldn't hear you. The rain's really loud.
Oh yeah. I said, in what ways could your life have been like different?
I could have never
What
been
happened?
here. I could have been happy. Could have been a normal kid. Could have.
Well, I mean, like, you can always leave.
No. No, I can't.
What do you mean? You can't.
Have you not realised?
I realize what.
We're kind of stuck.
No, we're not. That would. If there was a portal to get in, there's a portal to get out somewhere. You guys.
Yeah,
found
well,
it, right?
see, this place doesn't exactly follow logic. You're older than me, you definitely know how the whole Pocketverse situation works and how every server is a slightly different world and just a dimension a little bit to the left of the last one. But you can get into all of them and you can get out of all of them. Some of them you can't get into, but all of them you can get out of, right?
Yeah, I mean, I did my research before coming
Something
here.
broke here.
What
some-
do you mean it broke?
I don't know.
It just
Something broke long before we got here. We can't
has
die.
an interdimensional concept of being able to, like, the cosmic door between dimensions. How
I
does
don't
that
fucking
break?
know. Do I look
Did
like
God
I've taken a
a
science
hammer?
class?
I mean, you said to the frog that you taught them, like, matter and stuff.
That's
so I
incredibly
assume-
basic, and I read that out of a book I fished out of someone's house. That I kind of just picked up on along the way. I'm not a scientist. I'm a kid who taught themselves literally everything they know because I've been wandering around for 15 years and now I'm stuck here. You're stuck here. We can't die. We can, just we'll come back over and over. There's no freedom. You're just here forever. I'm sorry. That was. I didn't mean to be harsh with you. Sorry, that was are you okay?
You're serious that there's no way out?
Well, there might be. I mean, Reginald's been working on this, that, and the other, but I don't know shit about what he's talking about. But maybe there's a way out, but it's not as simple as pressing a button.
I've people waiting on me at home.
What the fuck? What the fuck was that? Did you not see that?
It was somebody with a trident. They went boom in like a circly thing. How does that still work? How are people able to just soar through the air when it's raining?
I don't know. What were you saying?
have
You have
no-
people.
Oh yeah, I have people waiting on me back home. I have a life and a family. I need to be able to get back home when I'm.
Yeah, well, it's not your fault. It's just weird. You made the conscious choice to be here. Everyone who's really come here so far seems to have.
I didn't choose to come here. I fell in. I told you I wasn't ready to go camping. I packed horribly.
Did you not
But
see the
I was like-
portal?
No, I tripped like an idiot.
Fair.
I tripped and I fell, and I landed next to a church.
No, something's definitely breaking then, because that isn't where you should be first entering at all.
Yeah.
That's a bit to the left. Okay. Well, the point is,
Yeah.
there are very few of
I
us who
don't
came
know.
here consciously. There was a new server. I was looking for a new start, and then I was going to leave, and I was going to go here, I was going to make a home, I was going to leave, I was going to go get Carter, and we were going to come back, and we were going to settle down, and we were going to live a proper life, like we were always supposed to. But we couldn't, because I got stuck here. I got stuck as a vice president. I got tortured. I died 3 times. Carter shows up. Carter gets upset because I've changed, because I'm not the same person I used to be, because how could I be the same person I used to be? Look at me. Carter lies to me for months, makes me incredibly paranoid. I exile them to live in Meg's basement. They live in Meg's basement. I try and blow the place that brought me the most trauma sky high. Meg stops me using Carter as bait after Carter had helped her set this whole thing up. Right? I didn't mean to be here. I didn't mean to stay here. Pardon?
I was saying, like, I get it. I haven't lived it. I mean, like, that type of, oh yeah, I get it, same, man. But, like, I'm following, yeah, and I get that. If you didn't pick your circumstances, you don't want to be where you are, but you're there anyway and have to deal with it.
Yes, I have
That
to
way,
deal with
that's... I thought this place was going to be nice, but if what you said is true, that there's no way out, then this is just a glorified prison.
Yeah, we're all a bit trapped. But most of the people who seem to come here didn't have anything else, right? I was starting anew. Bess was doing... I don't know what the fuck Bess's motives are. I don't want to anymore. I know Shane was starting anew, probably. I don't know what the fuck the president was after. Neo is an enigma as always, and that was the people who chose to consciously come here, right? Carter came here. Carter shouldn't be here. It's my fault. They were looking for me. I wish I hadn't told them where I was going. I wish I'd left a note that was a lot more vague. I wish they were still looking for me and had never come here, and we could remember each other both a bit better. Please stay back.
Of course, sorry.
You don't have to stay that far back. It's the suit. It makes you look like someone... It's not important. Carter was following me. Meg, I don't know what happened with Meg. You were on a camping trip. Cam is off starting some other settlement, so no one's heard from Cam. Cam might be... Well, there's rumours that Cam's starting a new settlement thing. It would make sense. There's been... You wouldn't know this, but there's been signs of new people coming in and then no new people, just that they've gone off into the distance. So Cam is missing, presumed dead, but I'm hoping that just group of people is just with Cam. But so many people turn up here, and it's like the lost and found pocket dimension. It's where all the people who... Fucking shit, Reginald!
Jesus Christ!
Are you okay? You just dropped out of the sky! Are you okay? You just dropped out of the sky!
The magics of this world are really annoying when they're dependent on weather.
Yeah, everything about this world is annoying. It's broken. Sorry. Long
Do you know
about
that
to
there's
break
no
again.
way out? Do you know there's no way out of this hellhole? Because I didn't.
I mean, why would you want to leave?
What do you mean, why would
Family
you...
waiting for me out there.
Okay, sorry, Reginald. I don't want to yell at you. It's been a long day. I'm just a bit frustrated. But, I mean, I can't leave. I don't have anywhere else, even if I could leave. But it's not exactly a fun place. I know you didn't witness most of, the bit of history that I've lived, but nasty shit has happened. Have you seen the scars?
Yes, that's a new sweatshirt.
Yes.
But yes, I have seen these scars. I'm sorry I put the other project on hold, but
No, it's not that I'm angry about. You keep sorting whatever you're sorting. I don't exactly understand what you do, but it's your business, and whatever you're doing, you're probably doing a little more good than I am.
To be honest, I'm not sure if anyone really does good.
Arguably, that frog is doing pretty good.
The frog is amazing.
Frog is the only good person here.
And now there's sentient frogs, okay.
Yeah, she's very sweet. But no, I get what you mean. Morality is less of morality is less of a grayscale and more of a toddler's paint pot.
Yeah. All the colors kind of mixed together to make a gray.
That's one for the quote book.
Write it down.
Yeah, you're always writing
Are you
stuff
quoting?
down.
Are you quoting something, or can I use that?
No, you can have it. I don't. I don't say things to plan things. It's been a long day. Had some very interesting truths, some less interesting truths, and now I've got my dead mother's sweatshirt. Okay, long fucking day, long fucking story. Should probably get going.
If you need to go, then go.
If I don't go, I'm probably
I
going to kick off
understand
at
where
someone
you're
again, and I've done enough damage today, evidently.
Take it easy, alright? It's been a hard day for all of us, I think. A lot of stuff has been found out that none of us wanted to know.
Yeah.
We're all just
Sorry
doing our
about
best
that.
to survive here, okay?
Before you
can't
go,
survive while
Yeah?
burning the candle at both ends.
the
Reginald?
thing I wrote to you about
Yeah?
could be the world healing. And healing takes time.
Don't I know?
Don't forget that.
I won't. Thank you. I'm just gonna go finish up for today. So, interesting day, huh? Interesting day for all of us, I think. Arguably shouldn't have dropped that on me, Lara, but... Well, cat's out of the bag now. Didn't realise the cat was ever in the bag. I want to burn something. I want to watch something fucking burn. No one cares about this thing, do they? I'm the only one who ever used it, and my blood is still in the wooden planks. Fuck it. Ow. I don't know whose dogs these are, but they are going to want to move. Shit, they really are gonna want to move. Let me just get the dogs away from the on fire bits. Because I'm not a complete asshole. Stupid fucking coffee pot, stupid fucking Beth, stupid fucking mother dying in a house fire. Stupid me. Here I go again. Destroying everything in my path. And then even breaking the thing I was using to destroy the rest of it. Thank you everyone for joining me this evening. Have a wonderful week. Remember to be wonderful to each other. Let's hope the fire doesn't really catch, yeah? Mostly I don't think people would be happy with me. I'll see you next week. Goodbye.